everybody, and welcome again to the Bucky-Bullet Gym at Drury High School, where tonight there is a very big matchup, a girls Southern Division matchup for first place between the host Drury Blue Devils and the Eagles of Mount Everett. Hi everybody, Rick Bua, John Bird, Joanne Hurlbut, thanks a lot for joining us. And as the girls are out there right now, the captains, this is a pretty big one, John. Drury comes in 8-6, coming off a loss the other night down at Wacona, but prior to that had won 3 or 4 games in a row after the Hoosick Valley loss. So they kind of know their way. They still struggled with the North teams a little bit, but did knock off Monument in the Coaches versus Cancer. The Mount Everett Eagles, very, very similar, John. 9-6 overall, but 4-1 in the conference. Mount Everett has beaten every team but Drury. Drury's beaten every team in the conference. So this is going to be a pretty good one. And first of all, John, I'll have to let you talk about the Drury Blue Devils. They shouldn't have a better record now than where they did last year, where they struggled to hit 500. But right now at this point of the season, this is a really big one for them. That will keep them in first place all alone, and not just that, but it's south all the way. They could run the table.
Well, it possibly could, in the likelihood, if you show up every game, as we know, you got to play and you got to make the baskets. However, this is game 15 for them, and if they come out the way they played prior to the Wacona game, they should be fine. As you know, Brooke DeGennaro kind of leads the way in scoring anyway with Drury, and then we have who's getting a lot of minutes. We have another senior, Haley Shook. She's been pretty consistent, Rick, every game that we've been here. But Kayla McGrath has been seen a lot more time. She's averaging 8 points a game. But the play of Allison Felix is all around, with her scoring and her rebounding and her stealing. And I think sometimes that gets lost a little bit. But she's been super well of games that we've been doing up here. And then Tess Suedo, of course, she's one of the rebounders that they have, and does a very good job. And then Anna Dix off the bench. But overall, they're averaging 55 and they're only giving up 48, so they're a +7, and they've been playing pretty solid. But as we've seen more times than not, they get all around play, and that's what they're going to need tonight, all around play here to defeat the Mount Everett and that outstanding player, Gwendolyn Carpenter. Now,
yeah, absolutely. For the Eagles, they've been led for several years now, probably for 4 years, by Gwendolyn Carpenter, the all-time leading scorer down at Mount Everett with over 1,600 points. She's not alone though. She gets some scoring from Madison Ulrich at 11.6. Those are the only 2 girls with double figures. Gwen Carpenter, John, 20.3 points a game on her average. Madison Aldrich's sister, Mackenzie, averaging 7.2. Senior Marion Devati at 6, and Madeline Von Ruden at 4.3. They don't get a lot of scoring off the bench, so it's their starters for Coach Scott Rowe. They're averaging 52 a game, giving up 40. So something's got to give here. Again, John, what I like to do, and you and I kind of tease one another about it, but I kind of take a look at who they played and the matchups and the scores, and they're pretty close. The teams that Drury's beaten and Mount Everett beaten, it's by about the same margin. That includes the northern teams. Mount Everett, I think Drury maybe has a little edge in a better margin of loss, I should say, to the northern teams. But if you have to say head on head, it's when they play one another, and back on December 20th, Drury won 65-59 down there.
And that says a lot, Rick, when you go down there to the opponents. Going away and playing home is a lot easier than going on the road. So I didn't want to slight Laura Thomas either. They get solid play out of her, especially for rebounding and some scoring. And she had a great game the last time we were here. But yeah, when you can put a +6 on the road and beat them at their court, that's a big one. It
is. Yeah, and any time that you beat a team led by Gwendolyn Carpenter, you're really doing something. And Drury's in Division 3, Mount Everett in Division 4. So that's the biggest difference. They're both in the South in Berkshire County. But Drury's going to have a much harder road come tournament time in D3 than I think the Eagles have in D4. I think the Eagles will do very well in D4. So it's Drury and Mount Everett coming right up, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go away. We'll be right back with tonight's opening lineup.
The athletic directors of the Berkshire County League would like to express concern about sportsmanship in high school athletics. All spectators are reminded that we're dealing with young athletes, not professionals who are trying to do the best for each respective school. We request that all cheering be supportive. The spectators are reminded that the price of admission is not entitled to want to jeer, criticize, downgrade opposing players, coaches, or the officials. Let's make this contest a positive experience for all concerned. Thank you. Now let's see the starting lineup. First we visit the Eagles. At guard, junior number 1, Madeline Von Ruden.
Madeline Von Ruden, a junior, first out of the gate. She looks to be about 5'9", 5'10".
She's tall, yes.
There's the sharpshooter, the all-time leading scorer in Mount Everett history. Number 4 guard, Gwen Carpenter, averaging 20.3. Number 12, Madison Ulrich, a senior, averaging 11.5.
Ulrich is very tall, too.
Marion Devati, a senior, number 11. And number 15, Mackenzie Ulrich, a sophomore, averaging 7.2. It's a pretty solid lineup for Coach Schauer. Here's the Blue Devils starting lineup.
Number 2,
Brooke DeGennaro.
At guard, a freshman, number 12, Kayla McGrath.
Kayla McGrath getting the start, the freshman.
At guard, junior captain, number 10, Allison Felix.
Allison Felix, a junior.
At forward, senior captain, number 20, Laura Thomas.
Laura Thomas, number 20, a senior, and junior, number 23, Tess Zoido.
Coached by Ian Downey, assisted by Alon Willing, Emily Moulton, and Lisa Lamb. Tonight's officials are Todd Andrews, Jim Curley, and John Bassett. Would everyone please stand for playing our national anthem?
Okay, here we go. Once upon a time, they had a hard time playing the national anthem here, and now it comes out really, really quick and beautiful. So
yeah,
whatever bugs they.
Yeah. Oh.
So I gotta be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. John and I usually tell you what a nice crowd we have on hand, and if you look across the way from where we are, it's not a bad crowd, but there's not too many folks on this side. So.
I was wondering where the student body was. I don't see anybody from the student body.
You'll see them when the boys play Hoosick Valley coming up next week. That's for sure. John Curley, Todd Andrews, and John Bassey are the referees tonight. And here we go, round 2, Drury and Mount Everett. The Blue Devils against the Eagles. 4-0 Blue Devils, first place in the South. 4-1 Eagles, second place in the South. Tess Zoido. And it's controlled by Mount Everett. And the first thing they want to do is get the ball into Gwen Carpenter's hands, guarded by the
wide
freshman.
Open.
Shot is
bounced in by number 11.
Marion Devati, first shot, first hoop, 2-0.
Devati got the shooter's roll.
Here a ball for Brooke DeGennaro on her first shot.
Home run ball that got thrown away.
That was Madison Ulrich.
Yeah, I'm forced. I mean,
looking for Marion Devati, but that was airmailed.
Yeah. Running the points, McGrath. That's something different. Just because it was the first start that I'm aware of. Zoido lost it.
Carpenter all the way to the hoop, puts it up a little bit too hard. Here comes DeGennaro with the rebound. Here comes Brooks, stop, up, no good. Rebound, Felix fighting for it. We got tied up. It's going to be Drury basketball. And that's what she's so good at, John.
Yeah,
you alluded to in the pregame. She may not be the high scorer every game, but boy, oh boy, does she give you
effort.
yeah,
and
all around play.
Yes, I agree. Got to get it out.
She hands it right to Carpenter.
Well, Brooke broke the other way.
Oh, nice feed underneath and missing the layup. Unfortunately, is Madeline Von Ruden. Laura Thomas comes down with the rebound. They're trying to push it a little bit.
Right in there. Oh, nice looking play.
Up and in, count it.
Thomas with the
Laura Thomas, beautiful feed from Tess Zoido.
And her reward is going to the line. Nice play. Wide open she was.
The senior forward will try to make it a three-point play here. And she does. Swishes it right through.
Actually, she's really done pretty well in the games that we've covered on the free throw line.
Here's Von Ruden all the way to the hoop, puts it up and in.
That was easy. As they say, an easy button in Staples.
Losing the ball is DeGennaro. Carpenter all the way to the hoop gets fouled.
We got 12. McGrath.
I think it's on Allison Felix, John.
Is it? Okay. It's on number 12, I thought, but maybe not. No, you're right. Oh! I take these glasses off. I can't see with them. I can't see without them.
Nice feed from Carpenter. The shot won't go. Rebound by Thomas.
And we saw them practice those shots in the warm-ups. Fouled I thought was McGrath, but they let it go.
Long bomb, back iron.
That's way out of, that's NBA.
Tess Zoido goes up and scores.
And Tess, nice follow-up. So they got 5.
And up and in.
Is number 1.
Is Von Ruden again. Her second bucket here, and it's 6'5" Mount Everett.
Everybody that can use that left hand, and she's lanky, about 5'10", maybe taller.
Allison Felix takes a pop and drains a three.
Boom, 3 for Felix. I wish she would shoot more.
Carpenter's going to take a long bomb off. No good. Rebound by Thomas. Trying to push her. Here's McGrath. She gets it to DeGennaro. Brooke stops. Pops it off.
Off the glass.
1 out of 3 for three-point range for Brooke DeGennaro.
I don't know if she was looking to shoot it off that glass, but
she had a tough angle, John, so that wasn't a bad shot.
Yeah.
Drury 11-6. Almost a travel there. Von Ruden. Carpenter. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Felix.
Again with a rebound.
Allison's going to take it up the court herself here.
She
tried to feed the ball to Laura Thomas, but it's knocked away by Von Ruden.
She got a little, high bounce on that last dribble and kind of knocked the play off a little bit.
Zoido up a little bit short. Good job though penetrating that lane, John.
Yes,
she just was short. And we got a foul on McGrath, who's just she's just a freshman, and she's taking on one of the best ball players in Berkshire County, that's for sure. And Gwendolyn Carpenter, who is yet to score, will go to the line. That is the first foul for McGrath and the second on the Blue Devils. First one is Swish. Over 16, almost 1,700 points, John.
Yeah, we commented when she lost about 4 or 5, maybe even 6 games. 1 year.
I think it might have been her sophomore year.
Yeah.
2 out of 2 for Carpenter. She got a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Just nice ball player. 11-8 Drury.
You don't get to 1,600, 1,700 points with having a pretty good shot.
McGrath's going to take a 3.
Those are bombs. They're breaking out. And
beautiful pass. There's Von Ruden again scoring. And Coach Downey's got to call timeout because they're scoring on breakaways and easy layups underneath. 6 points for junior Madeline Von Ruden. It's 11-10 Drury. 4:03 left, second quarter. Don't go away. You're watching high school basketball on Northern Berkshire Community Television. All right, here we go after the timeout. Coach Downey probably telling the kids, you got to take that trailer, boy. I'm telling you,
they're leaking 2 out. They're not leaking 1. They're leaking 2 out.
Right, they're sending two kids out, and they're all alone under the basket.
Almost a steal there. A travel. Yeah, unfortunately, she was looking to pass all the way. It must have been a set play.
So Mount Everett on a 4-0 run, closed the 11-6 gap to 11-10 with the basketball. 3:45 left here in the first.
Drury in a 2-3 zone.
Good. They got good movement.
Yeah, they do.
And the shot, it was no good.
With nobody there except for Drury white shirts, and it was what, Booth that took.
Kayla McGrath for 3. Got it.
Got a boomba 3. That's the 3rd one for the team. McGrath's first boomba 3-pointer.
And Von Ruden that time had somebody at least close to her, and she tried to get the ball to Miriam Davati, but Davati was out of bounds, so it's Drury basketball. 14-10 Drury. Haley Shook in the game for the first time for Tess Zoido. Allison Felix for another 3. Got it!
Bang!
Couple of threes for Felix. 4 for the Blue Devils here at 17-10. And then you know, John, you've said this over and over again over the years. If you shoot well, you're going to have a pretty good ball game.
Yes, you will.
Way up.
I guess. Went up onto the rope.
It did.
We did an interview with Allison Felix, and I said to her right there, or maybe it was before.
It was the Coaches versus Cancer when she knocked down a couple of threes.
And I said, yeah, I'd like to see you shoot more.
DeChanel's going to take another long 3.
Those are NBA threes, though. Those are deep, deep.
Here's another long one. Carpenter up. No good. She gets her own rebound, gets it out.
And number 12, nothing.
Nothing for Madison Aldrich in the lane. Haley Shook on the gallop here for the Blue Devils.
Mount Everett's tall. Over the back.
It's on Anna Dix, who's just in the game for the first time, the senior. Number 34 with her first and the team's 3rd. I'm going to try to put a little bit of pressure on here. 17-10 Drury. 2:19 left. Opening quarter from the Bucky Bullet Gym. They have no problem here.
No. They ain't afraid to put the 3 up themselves.
No, they're not.
Good position, but Alex Felix came up with the rebound. DeGennaro.
Oh, nice bypass to Haley Shook, and she missed the layup.
Oh, it's 3-on-1. It was 3-on-1 if they get the ball.
Felix, nice job, though.
11.
That's 2 rebounds and 2 shots and nothing. Here we go.
Yep.
DeGennaro. Little floater for Buck. Oh, offensive foul.
And I think it was, really.
Yeah. Taking the charge was Gwendolyn Carpenter, but that was a nice move by Brooke. I like how she went to her left hand. I like how she used her body control.
Yeah.
Little floater in the lane. Unfortunately, there was some contact, and I guess they had to call it, John. I have no problem with that at all.
Well, she got away when she did it earlier, and there was a no call, so that had a little more contact to it.
They have great ball movement. Here's Von Ruden all the way to the hoop, putting it up, and won't go. Rebound up and in.
By number
That was Madison
12.
Allwork with her first basket of the night, and they're controlling the boards. They got a lot of offensive rebounds.
Well, they're tall.
Bingo! Another 3 for DeGennaro.
DeGennaro with her
2 for 4, maybe 2 for 5. 20-12 Drury.
2 for 5.
Nice look underneath. I love their ball mover. Here's Carpenter. A little long. Another offensive rebound. Another shot, no good. Here's another chance. Up and in and out, no good. They're just getting killed on the boards.
Yeah. Oh,
here's a fourth opportunity. Finally, Anna Dix gets it out to Shook.
Actually, they kind of went too quick on it. She just had to lob it out.
Brooks, stop, pop. Jane's another one.
Wow, she's way out. She's way out there.
She's got 9. She's got 3 boombas here in the first quarter with 45 seconds left. And with this barrage of threes, the Blue Devils have opened up a 23-12 lead.
Yes.
Well, it's a pretty good time, ladies and gentlemen, to as I do a couple times a game. Every time you hear John and I with Joanne, Drury High School or down at McCann. If you like high school basketball, you would love our weekly show, High School Basketball Weekly, shown on Northern Berkshire Community Television 3 times. It is channel 1302, Educational Access, where you're watching this ball game. It is shown on Thursday nights at 7:30, Saturday mornings at 10 and 7 p.m. on Sunday. After the replays, they can be seen on YouTube television. Of course, they can be seen on the webcast, northernberkshirecommunitytelevision.org. And just look for the program you're looking for. Ours is High School Basketball Weekly. Yours truly with Tim Morey, talking about Division 3 and 4 Western Mass and Berkshire County High School basketball, boys and girls, specializing in the 4 North County schools, Mount Greylock, McCann, Drury, and Hoosick Valley. That's High School Basketball Weekly. And please tell everybody, ladies and gentlemen, for about a year now, Spectrum has moved us from channel 16 to channel 1302. So we've never gone away. We're just a lot higher. So please tell your friends and family that you can watch Northern Berkshire Community Television, Educational Access basketball games, and High School Basketball Weekly on channel 1302. They love those threes. Back iron, no good. And into the game, getting the rebounds, Katie Booth, a sophomore. Haley Shook is going to back it out a little bit. Oh, DJ's going to take another long bomb.
Those are so far out.
Yeah, but she's close though, John.
Yeah.
She had one air ball, her first shot. Carpenter gets it out. They got numbers here. And easy basket again for Miriam Devati, and that's how they've lived. That's how they've made their field goals this entire first quarter. 5 seconds left. DeGenero goes up off the glass and in!
Wow.
Brooke DeGenero saw the clock going off with about 3 seconds, let one go. The glass was her friend, and she drained it. And the Blue Devils, who are getting beat pretty bad off the boards, are still ahead 25-14, and that's probably the only thing, John, that's not going well. That and the easy baskets on some long passes. The threes aren't going down yet for Mount Everett. They've taken several. Of course, we can't keep our own stats. We do keep our own scoring, ladies and gentlemen, as we broadcast this game. And I don't know, John. I'd say they're 0 for 7 or 8 probably.
Yeah, the only ones even and some haven't even been close. But to give you the summary here is 6 3-pointers by Drury and only 3 baskets for 2 points. So six threes and only 3 twos. And then you look at Mount Everett, no threes, and they got 6 twos. So that's the difference. 3 points make a difference, for sure.
Yeah, Drury's probably shooting maybe close to 40% from 3 range.
I would say just under 500, yeah. She's 2 for 3, and I'd say now Brooke has got to be near 500.
Mount Everett basketball to start the second quarter here at the Bucky Bullet Gym. Shook is on Carpenter. They work the ball around nicely in the perimeter. And we got a foul. It's going to be on Tess Zoido. And going to the line is Madison Ulrich. She has a bucket. She's going to get 2 shots. That's the 15th foul for Drury, but only Zoido's first personal foul.
Yeah, all the ladies all have 1. Nobody has 2, so spread out.
Ulrich's first shot is a little bit hard off the back iron.
Senior averaging 11.5.
She's played basketball all the way through, from grade school right up through her senior year here with her partner, Gwen Carpenter. Second one is good.
Not a bad 1-2 punch.
25-15 Drury. Felix, shot is in and out, no good. Rebound is going to be by, it was for a minute by Booth, but she loses it to Carpenter. Here comes Gwen all the way to the hoop, puts it up with her left hand and scores. Cheers. First bucket of the night for Gwendolyn Carpenter. Yeah. She has 4.
Got shut out on the floor at least. She made 2 free throws.
And we got a foul. And the way poor Zoido, we tease her a lot, John, that she spends so much time on the floor, but she plays hard.
Yes, she does.
She plays that post hard, and she's a little bit shaken up. She hit that floor really hard. You don't bounce off that hardwood, that's for sure, but
no.
She's trying to shake it off. And it was not in the act of shooting, by the way, so it's side out. Drury will have the basketball. Booth goes up. Oh, can't get it to go.
Everything but a nice play. What a good-looking play.
And fighting for the rebound is Felix, and she's going to give her team possession with that hustle. Good job by Katie Booth. You know, she might have missed the shot, but those are good shots they're taking.
Oh, no, that was good. And she just missed. It wasn't like it was, you know.
Booth, just a sophomore, getting good minutes. DeGennaro. Bounce pass to Felix, and Allison loses it. So there's an unforced turnover by the Blue Devils. Entering the ball game is Hannah Stuernagel, a senior. Hannah Stuernagel.
Yeah, good for you. I can't get those names. You're tough with them.
Little turnaround pop, in and out, no good. Rebound is by Felix.
Here we got the numbers, 4 on 2. This should be, well, we got
Zoido in the lane, won't go. Trying to keep it alive, and we got a tie up. And who else is on the floor?
Well, we know who else.
Allison Felix.
We know who that person is.
She is always diving for loose balls, and she does everything. She does everything.
She's a coach's dream.
She would be if I was a coach.
You do everything like that.
25-17.
Nice screen. You don't see that too much.
Carpenter drives.
Nice pass.
Into the lane. The shot back area no good. Rebound is coming down and scoring. Nobody
2.
boxed her out.
Madison
Ulrich with her second bucket. She has 5. 25-19. So the lead's gone from 10 down to 6. Haley Shook with a long 3. She drains it.
Haley Shook joined the 3 club with the Boomba 3.
Can't get the ball inside, take the 3. 28-19. Pass intended for Madison Ulrich from Carpenter is just off her fingertips as Felix goes down. McGrath comes in. Sits down, not goes down, sits down. So it's Zoido, DeGennaro, Booth,
you can
McGrath,
see
and Shook.
Yeah, he's got a 4-lady rotation there with those 3 and
all the way to the hoop is Haley Shook. She gets it blocked. Shot by Booth is short, and we got a foul.
Yeah. I disagree with that one, but
what was that call?
I think it's a foul on Mount Everett.
No, I didn't see a foul.
She went like this. She was going like this.
But they never went over to the the scores table.
So why did Drury get the ball? I just don't understand why that would be. I don't know that call.
I don't know the call either. They didn't go to the scores table, so it wasn't a personal foul.
No, I was looking up on the screen and it wasn't. But
not really sure why, but
I guess it's just a turnover. That was a foul. They got away with that.
And we got a tie-up. And it's Kayla McGrath on the floor. And if you want to play girls high school basketball, I don't care if you're 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th graders, you better get on the floor and get that ball.
Yeah.
You got to show aggressiveness, and that's the way the girls are playing now. That's the way the game is played. Here comes some pressure.
Well, one pressure, that's it. The rest of the girls are
that
back.
was it. They're trying to keep somebody on DeGennaro.
Yeah, she's getting basically face guarded.
We got to travel, and Zoido. Tess is trying so hard to penetrate to the hoop, but she's either turning it over, getting tied up, or traveling. But she keeps going. She keeps moving.
Well, we got a 1-3-1 offense here. Almost stolen.
I thought it was a double dribble, isn't it, John?
No, it was pushed away by a Drury defender.
Shot up and no good.
Carpenter again. I think she was trying to pass at that time. There's number 1 again with a layup miss.
Here's Brooke.
A nice save by Haley Shook. And Brooke's going to get an open shot.
Katie Booth's got to try to grab the ball, John. She tries tapping it. You got to grab the basketball, I think. But
well, in some instances, tapping or pushing it is okay, but a lot of incidents, a lot of opportunities, you need to grab it.
Marion Davati in the game.
If you don't have positioned correctly, then I can see a tap working. But
Davati for Madison Ulrich. Still 28-19. 4.5 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Gwen Carpenter, very quiet here.
Yep, she'll just walk the ball up very, very slowly.
4 points. Extended 2-3 zone.
Long shot by Carpenter off the glass. She drains it.
Yeah, boom.
And we got a timeout called by Coach Ian Downey. I think he's going to want to talk about defense.
Yeah. Well, you can't. I don't know what you're going to do there when you can see Carpenter. She was like what Brooke DeGennaro's been doing. Those are almost close to NBA threes. So when you're that far out, I mean, the college line is what? It's about 4 to 6 inches wider than the high school shot. And the NBA is wicked out there. So, except for in the corners, because there's only so much room you can put in the corner. But, you know, those are long. That's hard to defend. If Brooke is going to take those shots that are 5, 6, 7 feet behind that arc, and Gwen just hit one, 5 feet behind the arc? I mean, that's deep.
Yeah, and some of the Drury girls have pretty much done the same thing. So it's going to be Drury basketball. Blue Devils leading 28-22. Mount Everett just looks like one of those teams, John, that you may get a run on here and there, but they're not going to go away.
Yeah.
The one thing, the two things that I'm very impressed about the Eagles is their offensive rebound ability and their passing.
Yeah, oh no,
they run a nice offense.
Yes, they do. The only thing is the ball's not going in the hole for them, but boy, they do everything else well. And if they get into the fall, it'll become a game.
They finally come to the other side.
Oh, Brooke is out. I'm sorry, I missed that.
Nice left. Oh, beautiful left hand by Zoido, John.
Yes. That's how to use that other hand. She likes to grind in that paint. That's a bomb.
A little hard. That was a good box out by Dober.
Yep.
McKenzie takes the ball up herself.
Uh-oh.
And the ball stolen, and here comes Gwen Carpenter all alone for an uncontested layup. And she misses it. And she fouls Kayla McGrath. And where do you guys see that, John?
You're not going to see a better opportunity.
A 1,600-point score. One of the best players I've seen in girls basketball over the last several years, John. She misses uncontested right-handed layup and then fouls on the rebound. A break for the Blue Devils, that's for sure. Drury with the ball and an 8-point lead.
Oh, yeah, big break. He puts it down to 6.
Not a lot of movement here. McGrath gets tied up on the baseline, and ball's going to go over to Mount Everett.
She was trying to get it to Tess Zoido. I think that was the plan anyway.
Felix on the bench and DeGennaro on the bench right now. 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. Von Ruden's been quiet. She had some easy baskets underneath. Shot in the lane is good.
By 11. That's how they
Miriam
started.
Davadi, yeah, her third basket. 30-24.
She's drained a couple of those right from that spot.
McGrath, short, and here's the breakout.
The leaker, she leaks.
And scoring is Carpenter. 30-26.
She plays on the front of the zone, and then once the shot goes up, she breaks. So you got to be aware of that. It's called a leaker or whatever. There's different terms for it.
McGrath's just looking. Drury's lost on offense right now. Absolutely lost. And Thomas travels. They're absolutely lost on offense.
Well, you got to do something. Yeah, you either run a play, run a weave, pick and roll, something.
But they're not running anything. They're
standing there.
Yeah, they're standing there. That's going to force DeGennaro back in the game. They got to get some movement on offense. Having a hard time even getting a shot off.
Make no mistake about it. The Mount Everett team is taller. Just so the unforced errors.
And they move the ball well.
Yep,
they don't shoot badly. Haley Shook baseline a little bit too long. Rebound by Mackenzie Ulrich. Carpenter's going to back it out.
Yeah, pulls it up like a point guard would do.
Looking for the cutter all the way to the other side.
Carpenter really struggling right now.
Easy baseline shot. No good. Rebound by McGrath.
You know what? How about that for a vertical up for a rebound? Something you don't see.
There's a foul, no call.
Yeah, that's definitely a foul. That's a throw.
And there's a ball thrown out of bounds.
A throw to nowhere.
Minute 17 left as Mackenzie Dober, the sophomore that I say every time we do a game, John, never hurts you when she's in there.
Oh, no?
She handles the basketball. She's a forward that likes to dribble the basketball, and I think that's what they need. I see more successful girl basketball teams in Berkshire County are successful with girls that can put the ball on the floor.
Yeah, you got to be able to dribble. Can't be able to take one dribble, stop, and shoot. You got to do a little more than that.
Brooke, down the lane, no good, but she'll go to the line. She's fouled. I think she's fouled by Von Ruden, if I'm not mistaken, and it is, as Todd Andrews calls a foul on the arm.
Yeah, there hasn't been
her first personal foul.
Yeah, I got team 4, but I only got 3 fouls. I missed one earlier. So
yeah, I've missed more than that on my sheet, John. 1:04 left. Brooke DeGeneiro, the senior. She has 11 points here in the first half. Her first free throw is good. She has 12.
I don't think she's done scoring yet. Tell you the truth. Minute 4, that's about 3 possessions each team. It's amazing.
Brooke's second free throw is a little short, rebounded by Zoido. Tess goes up. Can't get it to go. Brooke trying to plead her case that the ball was tipped, but it's going to be with the Eagles. 1 minute exactly left here, 31-26 Drury.
Weave. Trying to free up Carpenter, but
she stops and pops. No
fouls
good.
or shots.
She does. Yep.
Boy.
Here's McGrath. It goes off of Gwen Carpenter.
And she came back and sealed off Allison Felix. So, we're 33 seconds. So, depending
6 seconds differential on the game clock to the shot clock.
Right.
Brooke, long shot is way too long. She didn't even set herself out
down
that time.
See if they take the last shot. No, I don't think we can ever say that anymore. Because
no,
nobody ever does.
Carpenter, little stutter step. And the shot is good. It's a 3.
Yeah, by 15.
Madison Ulrich. Or 15, Mackenzie Ulrich. Shot short. And just before Madeline Von Ruden starts breaking to the basket, the clock goes off. So it's been a game of runs on both ends. And Drury had very close to a double-digit lead at one time, and they got it down very, very quickly. And so now the Blue Devils are going to go into the locker room with a very slim 31-29 lead. And quite frankly, John, I just don't see the game changing all that much. I think both teams are going to have runs. Certainly easier and better shots Mount Everett's getting.
Oh yeah.
If they were knocking down more of the shots, they'd have probably a 6-point lead going into halftime. Drury's lived by the threes. They have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threes already here in the first half. So,
yes. And only 4 from the floor.
So it is 31-29 Drury. Don't go away. We'll be right back with second half action from the Bucky Billet Gym. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Bucky Billet Gym here at Drury High School, where the Mount Everett Eagles, who trailed by very close to 10 points a couple times in the first half, narrowed it down and only trailing Drury Blue Devils here, 31-29 for Mount Everett. Their leading scorer, no surprises, Gwendolyn Carpenter. She had 9. 6 apiece for Madeline Von Ruden and Marion Devati. 5 for Madison Ulrich and 3 for Mackenzie Ulrich for their 29. Drury, also no surprise, Brooke DeGeneiro with 3 threes, a 2-point bucket and a free throw for 12. Haley Shook with 3. Allison Felix with 6. Kayla McGrath with 3. Laura Thomas with 3. And Tess Zoidel with 4 for their 31. Drury with 7 3-point shots, field goals. And as John alluded to, only 4 2-point field goals, whereas Mount Everett has 10 2-point field goals, 2 threes. Mount Everett with 3 free throws and Drury with 2. So it's 31-29. John, what I didn't do, and I know you have it, is the first quarter score.
I don't have it.
You don't have it, okay.
The first time I didn't get it, but it had to be somewhere around 25 to 25.
No, it's only 31-29 now, so it was.
No, they didn't get many in that second quarter. They're over 20 something.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
31-29 at halftime. Drury did lead after one.
Right.
And here's the starters. Felix, Thomas, Zoido, DeGennaro, and Shook this time. Shook didn't start the game. Kayla McGrath did, so Kayla will come off the bench with Anna Dix and probably Mackenzie Dobert in the second half. And for Mount Everett, their starting lineup, Von Ruden, Gwen Carpenter, Miriam Devati, and the two Ulrich sisters, Madison and Mackenzie. Drury with the basketball, a 2-point lead. And a traveling violation.
Unforced turnover.
Carpenter guarded by Haley Shook.
They set a real nice screen.
Nice weaver, steal by DeGennaro. Brooks going to go into the right side. Puts it off the glass and in. 14 for DeGennaro. One minute played so far, third quarter. And the floater goes up, no good. Rebound by Thomas on a good box out.
They're double screening for Brooke DeGennaro.
Shot is off the front iron and on the floor, tied up. It's going to be Mount Everett basketball. Yeah, who else? Allison Felix.
Again, Miss Hustle.
I know you don't give a lot of birdie points anymore, but maybe you should start giving some out again.
Yeah, I think that's something, yeah, absolutely.
We haven't done that in the last couple of years. Kind of faded away a little bit. We need to kind of bring them back. You know, like a Tommy point with the Celtics?
Yeah, that's how we named it after, yeah.
Here's a long three, no good rebound. Nice box out again by Thomas. I'd like to see Laura put the ball on the floor just a little bit, but cross-court pass to Shook. Haley stops, pops it short. Rebound is going to be by Ulrich. Here's Carpenter. Gwen all the way to the hoop. Nice bounce pass, and it's short. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Drury basketball. So Carpenter's very unselfish, John. Yeah, she takes shots when she needs to. She penetrates to take shots when she has to. But she likes to penetrate and dish. And tonight, those shots haven't gone. Well, some have, but some haven't.
Yeah, well, that's Devani. I don't remember had that big knee brace on before she started the game, but it seems like it limits her vertical or her movement.
Shook to the hoop. 1 and out for Drury. We got a foul.
It's going to be on
Laura Thomas?
Thomas, yeah.
You know what?
Her first.
I kind of like that, John. I know the fouls that far away from the basket aren't good, but I'd love to see Laura with the aggressiveness.
You know, yeah, well, it's an attempt on the defensive side. It's not like she had full possession of it. Yeah. She was trying to steal the possession.
It's only her first. There's a long cross-court pass to Von Ruden.
A set play.
Oh, beautiful look into Carpenter. Shot won't go. Rebound is going to be brought down.
She's so frustrated right now, Carpenter.
And she loses it. She is, but she's talented, John.
Oh, she is. Quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to take another look at when she does one of her layups. She brings the ball so low down on that layup. It's something different that I don't normally see a person of a scorer bring it that low. There's a nice steal.
Drury looks for that low cutter on baseline, but more times than not have lost it.
Oh, another turnover.
Oh.
No.
Here's Von Ruden. A little long.
12, back up, missed.
Shot again. Here's Von Ruden again. It's knocked away. We got a foul.
And
it's going to be on Zoido.
Zoido, yep, 23.
I can't stress this enough. Drury's getting killed on the boards. And these girls are big. The Von Ruden girls are big. I'm sorry. Von Ruden is big. The Ulrich girls are big. Only Gwendolyn is a little bit shorter stature. Shot is no good. Rebound. There's I think a foul over the back.
No. Carpy was in there with who else? Allison Felix.
Allison gets her hands on the ball, it's going to be Drury possession here. 33-29. Drury with the only basket here in the second half so far.
Yeah, we're almost halfway gone.
And here's a steal by Carpenter. And Gwendolyn goes up and misses another one.
I don't like. I
lost
alluded to
it again.
I alluded to it again. I don't like her layup. I think she brings her hands so low.
That's 2 uncontested layups Gwendolyn Carpenter has missed, and then has lost the basketball. She tries to get the basketball back, but.
Oh, that was a pass. They're lucky to get that one back.
And shook loose that Drury again, not looking good offensively. And Mr. Bassey calls the ball.
Overruled it?
Yeah, he overruled this. It's Drury basketball. 4 minutes played, 4 minutes left. Mount Everett has not scored here in the third quarter, and Drury has scored 1 basket. It's 33-29.
Ellison.
Well short. It might have been deflected. Drury has not had a good look at the basket here.
Gwen is so frustrated right now. Got Brooke on an open lefty.
And Brooke puts it up and in. Nice job carrying the ball up by Tess Zoido. I mean, you got Tess a forward carrying the ball up, and she saw the streaking DeGeneiro on her left wing and fed her nicely. So give the assist to her.
Yep.
And the bucket to Brooke DeGeneiro. We have 3:49 left in the third quarter. It's 35-29, and for the last time tonight, we'll talk a little bit about high school basketball and our weekly show on Northern Berkshire Community Television called High School Basketball Weekly. We usually shoot it on Wednesday nights at the studio. We replay it 3 times for you on Thursday nights at 7:30, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m., and Sunday nights at 7. So please tell your family and friends. High School Basketball Weekly, Division 3 and 4. We talk about boys and girls basketball in Berkshire County and in Western Massachusetts in general. And we specialize in the 4 Northern Berkshire teams, McCann Tech, Mount Greylock, Hoosick, and Drury. Can also be seen after the 3 replays on YouTube television and on the webcast, northernberkshirecommunitytelevision.org. But please tell everybody, if you're watching this game right now, you're watching channel 1302. Tell everybody about Educational Access, Northern Berkshire Community Television. You're going to get Hoosick Valley, Drury, McCann Sports on there, boys and girls basketball here in the winter. And we got playoffs coming, Western Mass Tournament, not too far away. Channel 1302, so please spread the word. Carpenter shut off. Shut off, and she lost the ball, I think. Oh, we got a foul on Zoido called by Todd Andrews. Good pressure in the corner. Had her trapped, but Zoido with a little push.
It's the worst place to be when you're offensive-minded. If you got to be strong, shooting and dribbling to be in the corner because you can get trapped easy.
Carpenter stops and pops. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Laura Thomas. Gets it out.
So 1 and done for Mount Everett this time.
Nice bounce pass. Haley Shook puts it in.
Wow.
That time give the assist to Zoido again.
Falling up.
Shot is no good. Rebound Felix. Drury on the move. Shot, back iron, no good. Rebound by Zoido. Tess goes up, and she's fouled. Is it count?
I'm not sure.
Are they going to call it? Is it before the shot? Let's see what Mr. Bassey says. The basket's good.
Yep, so let's count the basket.
Six points for Tess Zoido. Drury's opened up 37-29 with 2:46 left here. The one thing the Blue Devils have done, John, in the last probably 4 or 5 minutes is they've rebounded better. Tessa's shot is good.
Good. That's she's 2 for 2. She's her first one. I'm sorry, her first one from the free throw.
She has 7 tonight. She's going to take a seat, and Anna Dixon said she has 3 personal fouls. She had to throw put her free throw up there, John.
Yeah.
So she'll sit until the fourth quarter now. Gwen Carpenter with the basketball right down the lane. Beautiful feed, and we got a foul.
Hammered.
By Anna
Anna
Dix.
didn't get cheated on that
No,
foul.
she doesn't. And Anna's, she's got some size. Tallest girl on the team.
Yeah.
Good rebounder.
Yes, she is. And actually,
Good defender.
And not bad, really, shooter from inside the paint. She does pretty well there, too.
Yeah, same with Mackenzie Dolbert. She got a nice shot.
All right, so.
Shot is up and in. That's the first point in the third quarter for the Mount Everett Eagles. That's Madison Aldrich with her 6th point. Her second one is up and also good.
Good-looking free throws.
40-31 Drury, 9-point lead, 2.5 minutes left here in the third. Stolen away. Here's Carpenter.
She's better off using her left hand.
She's got nothing, and the shot is up and no good.
How many misses?
Got a 3-on-1 here. Laura Thomas up, and she's fouled. Good look. So, John, what I loved about that is on the gallop was Haley Shook right down the middle, and she had Brooke DeGenero on her right. She had Laura Thomas on her left. She chose Laura Thomas, and Laura did everything but put the ball in the basket. That was a good play by the Blue Devils. So the senior's at the line. And the first one's no good. She's 1 for 2 from the line. She did have 1 free throw in the first half. Laura with 3 points. She had the first 3 points for Drury tonight, John.
Yes, she did.
Second one's a little short.
Dix
with a rebound. Laura Thomas I thought she'd get fouled, but the ball's knocked away. Ball's knocked away. Drury basketball, 18 on the shot clock. Just under 2 minutes left. Yep. Must have gotten all ball. Here's Allison Felix with the basketball. And a Dix to Thomas.
Actually a pretty good
pass. And
pass
it's stolen away.
in traffic.
Yep. Here's Madison Ulrich with the basketball. And the shot is good. It's a 3. That's her sister Mackenzie, her second boomba of the night. She has 6 points, and it's 40-34. And again, here come the Eagles. Told you at halftime, they're not going away.
Yeah, that's a reach in on 15. That was an easy call.
It's on Mackenzie Ulrich, the sophomore. And it's her second personal foul, John.
Yep. That's what I got her down for. Ooh.
No backcourt.
No, she was close to the half-court line when she threw it back, though.
Felix from the corner. No good. Rebound by Von Ruden. Battling, trying to get the ball to Carpenter. She does. Here comes Gwendolyn. Trying to feed away, and she missed another layup. Here's 3-on-2. Haley Shook goes up and scores with the left hand.
What a lefty.
That assist is Allison Felix, and that basket goes to Haley Shook.
Big one for them. Carpenter
down the lane, and she's fouled in the lane.
By
20.
I think it's Thomas.
Yeah, it is. It's Laura Thomas. I have her for 2. And it is her second personal foul. 49 seconds left. Drury with an 8-point lead at 42-34, led by 2 at halftime. Von Ruden shot. It's no good. Follows her own shot, goes up and scores. Nobody boxed her out.
No, that's, well, when you follow your own shot like that, that is a coach's dream. You say that from the time you start coaching kids, follow your shot.
We have another foul, John?
No, I think the ball was pushed away.
No, it's on Madeline Von Ruden.
Yeah, yes, it is.
So after her putback, she committed a personal foul. 42-36, 6-point Drury lead. Here's Thomas. Brooke goes up and won't go. Rebound shot is tipped back to Haley Shook. Haley launched. She's fouled. She's going to get 3 shots. She's fouled beyond the arc. Todd Andrews calls it on the arm. A hard hit on the arm.
Number 15, her third. So
Mackenzie
Haley Shook goes to the line to shoot 3. Don't see this very often.
No, you don't. Got the first one.
Like it was nothing.
First free throw for Haley.
Nice looking shot.
She has 8 points on the night.
2.
Second one is good.
Like it was nothing. Good looking shot.
Into the ball game is Jacqueline Derwich, a senior, has not been in the game yet. And we got 3 out of 3.
Yeah, the hat trick.
3 out of 3 for Haley Shook. You know, I like to see that. 45-36, 9-point Drury lead. 20 seconds left. Carpenter with the basketball.
Someone should set no. Wide open she was.
And the shot's no good. Rebounded by Felix.
How many layups have they missed? It's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, Mount Everett has
half dozen.
More than that. I'm going up near 10. I mean, just 2-footers that have been missed. Gwen Carpenter's missed 2 layups herself.
Coach Ian Downey wants to talk to his team here with 9 seconds left. He wants to set up a play with a 45-36 lead. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back after this timeout. You're watching Drury Girls Basketball here on Northern Berkshire Community Television. Okay, after the timeout, Drury Basketball. Coach setting up a play here. Here we go. 8 seconds. They were trying to somehow free up Brooke DeGennaro for a 3, and it just didn't work out. Quite frankly, John, I think Laura Thomas knew exactly what the play was, but I think Laura Thomas had an open lane, and she just didn't know it because she was looking for DeGennaro. But anyway, we've come to the end of 3 here at the Bucky Village Drury High School. It's for first place, Berkshire County Southern Division girls, the 4-0 Drury Blue Devils, and the 4-1 Mount Everett Eagles. It's 45-36 Drury. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter action from the Bucky Bullet Gym. Mount Everett basketball. Todd Andrews will hand the basketball to Madeline Von Ruden. She'll get it to Gwendolyn Carpenter, and off we go. 8 minutes left here. They did a good job shutting off. Shot no good, rebound. Thomas fighting for it. It's on the floor. And we got to travel.
The shooting percentage for Mount Everett has got to be very low. They've had a lot of shots and putbacks. They just can't put it in the hole.
Drury trying to make it a double-digit lead here with this possession. Allison Felix from the corner. No good. Rebound by Thomas.
Excellent box out.
Yep. She's going to get another. Oh, I thought she was. This one back iron. She's going to get another rebound. They get a new shot clock every time it hits the rim.
Yeah. Oh,
Thomas goes up. Oh, can't get it to go. And this time, here's Carpenter going up, and this time scoring.
See? Did you see it?
Yeah.
Very.
First basket for Gwen Carpenter in the second half.
Oh, she just had to do a left move, and she had it wide open.
She didn't see it. She's on the end line. Yeah, Laura. If Laura spun, she could have gone in with her left side totally open, but she was too far away from the hoop for that little hook shot. Just wasn't quite aware where the basket was. Good defense there by Haley Shook by Carpenter. Stolen away. And a foul.
Yeah.
They just have better ball handlers than the Blue Devils right now.
Yeah.
And Carpenter, she looks for the steal.
I think it's on DeGennaro, her first.
It's Haley Shook.
Oh, Haley Shook's first on it. Nah, not 3-2.
Close enough.
Yeah.
7-point lead for the Blue Devils here. Mount Everett trying to close it here. They just won't go away. Testoido getting ready to check back in. And we got a foul. It's going to be Haley Shook again on the arm. So 2 quick fouls by Haley, her first 2 of the ball game.
Well, almost time for McGrath.
I haven't seen her the whole second half, John. She hasn't been in the second half.
I don't. It seems sad.
Unless she's not feeling well. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it could be a number of reasons.
It's Katie Booth in the ball game, replacing Anna Dix. And Testoido back in the ball game, replacing Laura Thomas. First one by Gwen Carpenter is good. Here comes Kayla McGrath.
Ask and you shall receive.
Brooke DeGennaro comes out. She's going to have to catch a breather here. She'll probably sit out a couple of minutes and see if they can weather this storm. Mount Everett just won't go away. They get up to 9. They get it back down to 4 or 5. They get it up to 8. They get it back down to 3. Drains them both.
Well, free throw shooting is her specialty.
45-40. A little over 6 minutes left. They're forcing the ball in where there's no play at all.
2-possession game. And
Zoido tried to save it.
They really forced that pass inside. There's 4 blue shirts on the outside, only 1 girl on the inside. And
Ashley Atwood, a junior in the game for
play.
the first time, number 33. She replaces Madeline Von Ruden. See, Drury doesn't look for the steal. They just wait for the passes. Shot is no good. Rebound. It's going to be off of number 12, Madison Ulrich. It's Drury basketball.
A lot of hustle on that play.
No pressure here as Allison Felix walks the ball up. Every possession in the fourth quarter is very important.
Wow. Ripped.
Zoido goes up, and she's going to go to the line. That paint hasn't been open a lot, John, but
boy,
they're still working it.
Fresh in the game is Ashley Atwood, and she got the foul.
Her first and the 6th on Mount Everett here. You hear a pin drop as the ball goes in the basket. Tess Zoido, 1 out of.
She's 2 out of 2.
2 out of 2, yeah. Haley Shook will sit. Brooke DeGennaro comes back in, so Brooke just went out just for a quick breather and maybe a little quick sip of water. Also, Ashley Atwood was only in for a very short period of time. Zoido's second shot is in the air, and it's also
another one. 3 for 3 she is. 9 points. Oh.
DeGennaro with a steal.
Carpenter with the foul. Obvious foul.
Yeah. It's on Gwendolyn Carpenter. Her second. And Allison Felix will go to the line, and both teams are now in the bonus. They're both with 17 fouls. We got a 1-and-1. She makes the first, she'll get the second. As the referees, Mr. Bassey and Mr. Andrews, talking to Coach Downey. She makes the first, she'll get the bonus. Short. Here's Von Ruden. Oh, beautiful pass and score!
12
and 1.
Wow.
Madison Ulrich with her first field goal of the second half. Makes it 47-42, and she'll go to the line.
Hit the paint hard, too. That was a hard foul. A couple of hard fouls there recently. Oh, that was Tess Zoido, her 4th. So, Ulrich at the line. Completes it. Boy, that was like an NBA shot there, free throw.
She has 10 points in double figures. 4-point Drury lead.
There she is, a bomberoo from, ooh.
Back iron, no good. And here's the outlet pass. Here's Carpenter. Gwendolyn stops and pops. Back iron. Rebound Von Ruden. Shot is no good.
I can't believe they made that pass.
And we got a foul. And Carpenter's going to go back to the line. And Drury, again, now they're starting to get out-rebounded again. Not hustled, just rebounded. Second, third opportunities for Mount Everett. They're starting to pay off now as Tess Zoido will sit with 4 personal fouls, and Laura Thomas comes back into the game. So Drury's with Katie Booth, Laura Thomas, Kayla McGrath, Brooke DeGennaro, and Allison Felix. 4:49 left in the ball game. It's a 1-and-1. She's got it.
I bet you she's had a lot of free throws in her day.
47-44, and here they come. This game's going right down to the wire, folks. Gwendolyn Carpenter drains them both. What an incredible free throw shooter, John.
Yeah, like nothing.
47-45, a one-possession game.
I'll tell you what, Drury screens more.
Thomas is fouled.
More screens than I see in boys basketball.
That last foul is on Madeline Von Ruden, her third.
Yeah. And Thomas going to the line for the 1-and-1.
2 shots, I think, John. I think it was in the active shooting.
Oh, that's right. It was. I'm sorry. It is 2.
She got the first one.
Nothing but net. Great free throw. Laura gets another one.
4 points for Laura. As I said earlier, she scored the first 3 Drury points. Hasn't scored yet, but now she has. The second one's a little bit off. Boy, they get that rebound. They get that ball to Carpenter so fast, isn't funny. Here's Gwendolyn. Goes up with the left hand and scores.
Well, that sets her aside from a lot of different point guards. She can use both hands. Here comes Allison Felix down the lane.
No good.
Nobody verticals except for McGrath.
Shot won't go. Rebound comes down to Madison Ulrich. They could take the lead here, John, with 4 minutes played, 4 minutes left. Long three. Won't go. And Carpenter intercepts. Nice bounce pass. Shot is up and in, and Mount Everett has the lead. And they want timeout at Mount Everett. That was Miriam Devati with the basket, John. Her first field goal in the second half.
Yep.
And now it's 49-48 Mount Everett. Their first lead, John, since the God, I don't know if have they had the lead at all. I'm not really sure. It would have been very, very early in the ball game.
I did the first points were by DeVito. Then I think they might have had it 2-0. 2-0, and then we came down and
we had a three-point play
and then the three-point play, and I think that was just it after 2-0.
But it has been Drury all the way, and they have not been able to put them away. They've in the first half and here in the second half, they've had the lead up to 9. I don't think it's ever been double digits, but I think it was 9 in the first half and 9 here in the second half. And what a turn of events here.
Well, here's the big thing: they're face guarding Madeline Von Ruden is face guarding Brooke DeGennaro. I do see plenty of Drury girls trying to screen her off Brooke, but Brooke is having a harder time, possessing the ball. So the screen thing, the face guarding, is coming into play now, I believe. Because Brooke, if you notice, we haven't spoken her name too much in the second half. So I think that's the difference. I think just the defense on DeGennaro.
Yeah, she's got 2 2-point baskets in the second half on layups, John. I think that's it. So Drury trailing for the first time in a long time with the basketball.
They got to see what their set play is here, freeing somebody up. It looked like Felix in the corner, wide open. She had it if she wanted it. Thomas
backs away. Shook shot, back iron. Rebound, Carpenter.
She got up in the air.
Oh, nice beautiful pass all the way and stolen away, knocked away by DeGennaro. Great defensive play, but that was a great pass.
Yeah. Right on the money.
For Madison Ulrich. It was beautiful. And DeGennaro did a great job knocking the ball away. But it'll stay with Mount Everett.
Well, almost stolen by Brooke.
Carpenter goes up, won't go, gets her own rebound, and it's fouled. She's one of the smallest kids on the team, and she got her own rebound.
But she verticals. She jumps. A lot of girls stand, Only a few. McGrath, she verticals. She jumps. Not every girl does.
Carpenter's been deadly from the free throw line. She drains another.
Yeah, I think, like I said to you, of her 1,700 points, a lot of them had to come from here, from the free throw line.
18 points for Carpenter.
She's been quiet most of the game.
She's got 7 free throws. Now she has 8.
And stays, yeah.
51-48, 3-point lead for Mount Everett. Drury hasn't scored in a while. Yeah, they are all over DeGennaro. Thomas goes up off the glass, won't go. Booth trying to fight for the rebound.
It's off of Mount Everett. So.
Shot clock reset, so it's back to 28 seconds. Laura had a good look off the glass, just couldn't put it in, John. Tied up. It's Drury's ball.
So the big thing is Drury retains the ball, though, at least. Arrow was pointing Drury's way. And they tried the impossible, and I think they're still going to get the ball. It's off of number 11.
This defense on DeGennaro is working. Is working. She's all over.
I'm going to tell you, I don't know why more people don't do it. You got to have somebody who's capable. But
Shook with a 3, back iron. Here they go, trying to outlet. Oh, they had a cutter. They had Von Roon. They didn't see her, John.
Yeah, that's a hard best. That's a hard throw. You need a skill set like Carpenter has to make that hit that shot. I mean that pass though.
2.5 minutes left.
There it is. They missed it.
Goes up again. Nice rebound by DeGennaro.
They had 2 opportunities on a 1-footer.
And Brooke is fouled by Carpenter, I believe. She was moving. That's a good call. It's a block. It's on number 4. That's her 3rd.
Yep. So, 1-1 for Brooke. She's 1 of 2 so far. So it's a 1-1. They're not in the bonus yet.
These are huge free throws, to say the least. Oh, my goodness. She got the first one.
Got the first one.
This Mount Everett team, John, is very good at the fundamentals.
The fundamentals, they just don't put their short shots in. If they did, they'd be deadly.
Got them both.
They've missed plenty of layups, I'll tell you that.
51-50, Katie Booth takes a seat, and Tess Zoido's in, so you got your starters in. Kayla McGrath has not seen a lot of action here in the second half.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
2 minutes left, 51-50 Mount Everett with the basketball. Here's Carpenter. 15 on the shot clock. They need to double her, I think, sometimes. There's a long 3, it's going to be off.
Nothing, you can see it. But new shot clock.
Yep, they're going to get back to her. Again, another offensive rebound. That one is a bounce. That just, Drury wasn't going to get that no matter what.
Bounce, yeah.
Gwen stops and pops and in and out, halfway down. And we got a jump ball, and it's Mount Everett basketball. The Mount Everett fans are going nuts, and there's not many of them, but they're loud. 1:34 left. A brand new shot clock. Mount Everett with the possession. Possession arrow and the possession. Here's Carpenter.
Nobody screens for her, but very few screens. Being fundamentally sound, I would think they would screen more for her.
She's waiting for the shot clock to go on.
Yeah.
15. They're using clock here.
There's a screen. She has an opening there.
And she lays it in. Gwen Carpenter with a big basket there. 53-50, 106 left. That was a huge hoop. Well, they got the bounce, they got the rebound, and she just waited, saw an opening. As soon as she did, she just streaked to the basket.
That was almost a set play, a screen on the high, out near the three-point line. She came around and just took it to the rim.
So it's 53-50, Mount Everett. Drury with the basketball. Just a one-possession game. One of the differences, John, one of the obvious differences in the second half is the fact that Drury, who had 7 3-point field goals in the first half, does not have one in the second half. They haven't taken many, but they don't have any. And Mount Everett, who only had 1 in the first half, has 2 here. And
well, I contributed to 2 things. One is the face guarding of DeGennaro, because she likes to think she'll put that 3 up. And the other one that puts the 3 up all the time is McGrath, and she's not in the game. So we have other, McGrath, Alex Felix had 2 early, and she's been in the game. She's had 1 or 2 opportunities from the right.
Yeah, no, they put some 3s up this half, John. They just haven't hit any.
Well, I mean, like Allison hasn't attempted much like she did in the first half, is my point. And some of them, they just haven't had the same attempts by the team in general. Set played out top here. See, there's many. See that screen by Thomas.
Soito goes up, can't get it to go. She gets it on rebound.
Boy, what a fighter she is.
And a block.
Yep. She fights hard, you got to admit that.
Big possession here, John. 43 seconds left in the ball game. Still a one possession game. This could almost put it away here, John, with a hoop.
Yep. They're going to do the same thing, a high screen. Try to free her up.
Using clock.
Right. Now she's got to make a move.
And she's fouled by DeGennaro. And she's been deadly at the line. That's what you didn't want. You want to put in somebody's hands, you put it in your leader's hands, and that's Gwendolyn Carpenter.
And she's going to get 2 shots because they're in the bonus. So
she's made 8 free throws in the ball game.
9.
She got 9.
9 for 9. Getting ready for the 10th. That really puts a lot of pressure on Drury now.
And she's got
10
it.
for 10.
55-50. Drury needs to score here.
Shook real quick in there.
And a rebound.
By Carpenter.
And a foul on Shook.
The wrong.
And that's pretty much going to do it. 55-50 with your best free throw shooter going to the foul line. It's already a 2-possession game.
I'd almost call her probably the best in the county, the way she's performing.
Yeah, she's had an excellent second half. She was a little bit quiet in the first half, John. I thought she passed a lot more. They missed a lot of easy shots. But this Mount Everett team is pretty relentless, and again, I like them in Division 4 a lot.
11 for 11. Well, Division 4, I said to you at halftime, this team's in Division 4, with the height they have and a couple of players that can shoot. Of course, Gwendolyn Carpenter on your team is good, too.
Got it.
So, yeah, they're going to be tough. No, you just don't want to. Now you got to shoot the 3. You got to shoot it right away. Look at that. What a bomb.
Yeah.
But she was forced to, Thomas. No, that was Thomas, right?
Yeah, it was Laura Thomas with the basket and a timeout. 57-52 with 6.2 left, so Drury has to foul right away. And finally a foul with 2-pointers. Way too long. So it's just a matter of the final score here. Yep. Gwen Carpenter, very, very, with a nice smile on her face, is going to go to the line. Her team leading 57-52.
Tess fouled out.
Anna Dix will come in for the final 2 seconds of the ball game.
And another one for Carpenter. 9 plus 13 free throws.
This is going to be her 12th. If she makes it, 12 free throws in the second half. 14 in the game. And she's got it. And this will do it.
Yep.
And the Mount Everett Eagles have come to North Adams in a rematch. They dropped a tough one, 65-59 down in Sheffield on the 20th of December. But they now tie the Drury Blue Devils, each at 4-1 in the South. Actually, Mount Everett takes first place at 5-1. Drury 4-1. Mm-hmm. Mount Everett goes to 10-6 overall. Drury goes to 8-7. And Drury led at the end of one. They led 31-29 at halftime, and they led after 3. But that fourth quarter again, you could see Mount Everett coming, and the Blue Devils lose this one 59-52. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with a recap and with the final totals. Okay, the final totals. First of all, for the winners, the Eagles of Mount Everett, they were led by, no surprise, Gwendolyn Carpenter. Unofficially, I have her for 27 points. Not really sure. We have to check the scorebook, but we do the best we can with our scoring. And she scored 9 in the first half, 18 in the second half. The only other player in double figures was Madison Ulrich, the senior, with 10. 8 for Madeline Von Ruden, 6 of them in the first half. 8 also for Marion Devati and Mackenzie Ulrich with 6. So their starters do all the scoring, and we knew this coming in.
Yep.
And they have their 59 for the Drury Blue Devils. They were led by Brooke DeGennaro with 18. That was absolutely defended and face guarded is what you call it when you're in the face legally of another player. That's called face guarding, and that's what Madeline Von Ruden did. Slow down Brooke DeGennaro. Brooke with 18, 12 in the first half, slowed her down to only 6 in the second half. Haley Shook also with double figures with 10. Tess Zoido with 9, 6 apiece for Allison Felix and Laura Thomas, and Kayla McGrath with a 3 in the first half for 3 for their 52. So again, Drury falls to 8-7 overall, 4-1 in the South. Mount Everett goes to 10-6, 5-1 in the South. If things go the way I think they're going to go, they may tie for the South. And both teams are going to make the Western Mass tournament. But as I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, Drury in Division III with Hoosick Valley, Wacona, and Greenfield, South Hadley, just a much, much tougher road for the Blue Devils, but you got to take it one step at a time. You got to get there, and then you go from there and you worry about things down the road. For Mount Everett, I really, really think, John, at this point, they got a heck of a shot for at least the Final Four.
Oh, I think
Division IV.
Absolutely. I concur on that. That's definitely, I see that happening. My only surprise, Rick, with the face guarding Brooke DeGennaro, they did that later on in the first half, and it kind of slowed her down. I was just surprised of Kayla McGrath, whether she was sick or something going on.
Didn't get a lot of minutes in the second half. Started the game, but didn't get a lot of minutes in the second half. So
I don't know.
Sure.
The three-point shooter. So that was my biggest surprise with her with 3, and even though her average is only 8, but it was a surprise for me. But certainly well-deserving Mount Everett win. Unfortunately for Drury, they got 2. They're at 15 games. They got to win 2 more to get into the tournament, or like you said, first or second in the South.
Yeah,
they probably achieve.
They got Lennox coming up. They've got Lee at home. They got Mount Greylock at home, and they got Pioneer home. So their schedule's favorable all the way. This was the last game that was pretty questionable. I think if Drury comes to play, they'll be fine the rest of the way. So the final score again from the Bucky Billet Gym. The Mount Everett Eagles, 59. The Drury Blue Devils, 52. For Joanne Hurlbut and John Bird, I'm Rick Bua saying thanks very much for joining us, everybody. See you again soon.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.